Hello guys, my name is Cynthia and welcome to my channel, Graciously Growing. Now this channel is about two of my most favorite things, and that is all things planty. And I also love learning and sharing the Word of God. So if this is your first time viewing this channel, again, welcome. And if this isn't your first time, welcome back. Now today I want to do my favorite plants for the month of October. I'm a little late because today is, I believe, the 12th of November. No, it's the 13th of November. And so I usually try to do this video at the very beginning of the month that's coming in. But nevertheless, we're here now. And so I want to do my favorite plants for the month of October. And I also want to give you updates, whether they're good or bad, about things that have been going on with my entire plant collection, in the previous month, which is October. So I hope you enjoy. So the first plant that is my favorite, one of my favorites for the month of October is this particular plant here. Now I'm going to, obviously, because I don't want to move it because it is wrapped around this plant shelf here. And so I will put a up close look at this plant as I'm talking about it. But I think this is a Synapsis. I have it as, and I may be wrong, I have it as a let's see, I have it as a Siveri and Synaptis picus. Now, if that's not, oops, I'm stepping on a plant. If that's not what it is, let me know. But this is one of my favorite plants because I love the big leaves on it. I love the way it is growing. And another thing is, as it's growing and cascading down, the leaf size is not getting smaller. They are staying really pretty big. And so that is my first plant for the month of October. Now, second is this. If you guys know me, you know I love Aglaonemas. And this next plant that I'm going to show you, I got it from Home Depot, or was it Lowe's? I think it was Lowe's. And I remember I was on a breakfast meeting. I was on my way back from a breakfast meeting and I stopped by, I believe it was Lowe's, because I do have a video about finding this plant. And here it is. Now, I do remember, you can go back and look at that video, but I remember they had it, the identification of it completely wrong. And I still haven't been able to figure out exactly what the scientific name is for this Aglaonema. I know the genius obviously is Aglaonema, but what particular type of Aglaonema is this? Because when I did my research, it looks like 4 or 5 different types of Aglaonemas, because there's so many different ones. And so if anyone knows exactly what type of Aglaonema this is, please let me know. But I just love it. It is definitely one of my favorite Aglaonemas. And look at this leaf right here. Look at the color. And I was hoping that it would maintain its color, and it has. And some of its leaves are just has this vibrant pink going right down the middle of it, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And so it is one of my favorite plants for the month of October, and I'm spilling dirt everywhere as usual. So my next favorite plant is, oh, and I didn't tell you, this particular plant that I just showed you, this Aglaonema, it is in my plant room that I haven't showed you yet, and I will do a video on a tour of what plants I have in my plant room. But right now, that's where that plant is. My next favorite plant for the month of October is this Philodendron Brazil. This plant lives in my master bedroom, and I just love the vibrant color of the leaves. Look at that. And it is just continuing to grow, and it's gotten, oops, quite long. Let's see if I can show you. Okay, see, it is going and going and going. So it is just really happy in my bedroom. It hangs out on my curtain rod, and it gets all of the light that it needs. And I think I water this plant maybe every other week. And so it is just doing great. And that is another favorite of mine for the month of October. Make sure I'm not damaging it. Okay, my next favorite plant is this here. This is my Peperonia Hope. Now I actually have another Peperonia Hope in my office, but this one lives in my plant room, and it is so full. It is so full that I have a hard time watering it, because when I water it, the water will just, you know, reflect back from the leaves and pour out of the pot, because it's so full. So I kind of have to find like a little opening to water it. But look how full it is. And it is beginning to grow, you know, cascade down. And yeah, I just really, really am enjoying this Peperonia. Now, I told you guys a while back that I had cracked the code on Peperonias. I don't know. This Peperonia Hope is doing well. The one in my office is doing well. My Peperonia Marbles are doing well. But my Peperonia Leapfrog and my Peperonia Guinea started dropping leaves like crazy. And I I haven't done anything different. So I did a little bit of research, and it said it could be drastic temperature change. So the only thing I can come up with is that I did have to turn my heat on in the last 30 days or so, because, you know, we're in the fall season. And I'm thinking maybe it didn't like that. And so I have placed both of those plants in my office, and I'm hoping that maybe they will, you know, come back. But right now, my Peperonia Leapfrog has just a few leaves hanging on. It looks so sad. And my Peperonia Guinea is just, it's still full because it was such a full plant, but it's dropping leaves daily. And so I'm hoping I can, you know, figure out what's going on with that. But my Peperonia Hopes, both of them has not missed a beat. So yeah, that is another favorite of mine for the month of October. And I thought I had one more. Did I have one more that I wanted to show you for the month of, yes, one more. And this, it is, here we go, my Ponytail Palm. Now this plant is one of my oldest plants, because I bought this really close to when I started collecting plants. And I was really, really concerned about it not surviving. And so I think I've had this plant at least, I want to say, a year and a half now or longer. And what I found out about ponytail palms is they don't like a lot of water. I read somewhere that they actually store water in their trunk here. And so it's really easy to overwater them, which, you know, overwatering equals dry rot. So I have been very, very careful. And I've noticed that I usually water this once a month, sometimes every month and a half. In the summertime, because it was a little warmer, I think I watered it once a month. But now that it's cooler, every time I check it, it doesn't need water. And so, yeah, so it's doing really well. And fingers crossed. I haven't killed it yet. And so I just am going to be careful. And I also had to repot this. And I was concerned when I repotted it that it would start, going downhill. But so far, so good. And you can see where it is housed right here in my dining room plant wall. So yeah, those are my favorite plants for the month of October. I've already given you an update on my peperonias, the two that are not doing well. And do I have any other plants that I have really been struggling with since the fall? I think really so far, those are the only two plants that I have been struggling with. I've also had an outbreak of spider mites on my calatheas. My calathea, it started on my Calathea White Fusion. And what I did was, it's kind of drastic. I just threw away all of the soil. I actually took the roots and went to my sink and, used my sprayer and got all of the old soil off. So the roots were just bare. I put it in fresh soil. Oh, before I put it in fresh soil, I used my neem oil and I think it's called 8 pesticide. I think it's called 8. Yeah, there it is right there. It's called 8. And I took the time to wipe down each and every leaf. I then repotted it. And then for 2 to 3 days, I kept spraying the leaves and wiping it down with the pesticide. And so far, so good. I thought, that it might have went in shock, but it didn't. I also had to treat a few of my calatheas that were right by it because I think they had spider mites as well, but I haven't lost the plant and they're looking really good. And so that's the only other update that I can think of right now. I also want to let you guys know I am planning on doing Vlogmas. And for you guys who don't know what Vlogmas is, it is you upload a video every day for the month of December up until Christmas. And what I decided to do is I'm going to start with A to Z in my plant collection. So, obviously day 1, A will be my aglaonemas. B would be my begonias. And for those alphabets that I don't have any plants or I don't have a lot of plants, I may add a little bit more to the video. For instance, I know there's one alphabet that I don't have any plants, and I'm going to give you a updated plant tour of my home because things have kind of changed from the plant tour that I did this summer. And also I have a plant room now. So that is also what I'm going to be doing. I'm also going to be doing a video during the month of December on what I have learned about the pests and how to best treat them. The only pest that I know I've had for sure is spider mites. And I also had some type of fungus or mildew type of issue with a pothos that I had to cut entirely back and start over. And so I'm going to just be sharing with you what I've learned about that. So I'm looking forward to Vlogmas. And so with that being said, I think that's all for this video today. And like I always say, be blessed.